you got Sebastian Kris and in the fullback role with Albert Hopewate and Jordan Rapana in the wing position with Matthew Timoko and HASS in the centre roles with Matt Farry and Jamal Fogarty in the halves pairing, Josh Papali'i and Joseph Tarpany in the forward roles with Zach Wolford in the hooker position with Hudson Young, Elliot Whitehead and Corey Hiranara to make up the pack. Tom Snarling, EG, PS, Corey Hornsborough to make the bench role and Brad Schneider to make the HIA 18th man jersey. Look, it's going to be a cracker one. It's Friday night. Down there. It's going to be cold as well. No Wyden as well. He took everybody this round took early guilty pleas, regardless of what they were charged with. So I think he's out for 2 weeks as well. So it's going to be a bit of an itching one to be out for because they come up against the current two-time premiership team, the Penrith Panthers, who also came off a loss last week. So look, good side. I think Ricky's picked his best 13 and he's just made it work. Most of the players have got their own positions anyway, but just Jamal's going to have to take a control of this game and lead his team around the park.
Yeah, well, obviously it is, like you said, Jack Wyden will serve his fine and his 2-week suspension, so he will miss this game, but it is in the capital and you're coming up against, yes, they're the back-to-back premiers, but they've looked kind of not like themselves just yet this year. They look like they're still trying to click after losing Kickout and Api Coruscant, but obviously Jordan Rapana does come back in. You then have, obviously, the halves partner change now that Wyden's not there, but you do have still the likes of Papali, Tarpany, Hudson Young, Whitehead, Corey Hiranira, Big Red coming off the bench as well. So you've got a lot of talent, a lot of big men coming in there. So it is exciting to see, but just keep an eye on, obviously he's not on the screen, but I think it's number 22 on the team list. It is Jared Croker looking to play the first game of this season for himself. Obviously, if he does play, it will be his 293rd game in the NRL. So it wouldn't shock me. That's something Ricky will do. He'll chuck someone in that extended bench, bring him on and obviously try and change the game that way. So whether that's 18th man, whether that's a bench spot, whether he somehow finds a spot in the starting lineup, it wouldn't shock me if I saw Croker come into this game. But let's move into the next, boys. This is the one I'm excited about. It's got nothing to do with 1 through 14. It's about number 15, but let's get through the squad. It's Dylan Edwards, Sania Taruva, Isaac Targo, Stephen Crichton, Brian To'o, Jerome Luai, Nathan Cleary, Moses Leoto, Mitch Kenny, James Fisher-Harris, Scott Sorensen, Zach Hoskin after a cracking game, key to his position, Isaiah Yeo, Tyrone Peachy, my boy Lindsay Smith in 15, Spencer Linu in 16, Jamin Summon in 17 after his week. Got a dog, it is the game, it's back. The week got a dog game is back. And obviously the 18th man is Matthew Eisenhuth. So again, this team on paper is unbelievable where you sat here at the start of the season and there was doubts over, is Dylan Edwards going to play? He's putting up 200-plus meters a game. You've lost May. How are they going to struggle? Taruva comes in and he's putting up these massive meters week in, week out. He's putting in defensive efforts. He's scoring tries. So it is massive. Now, my only fear here is how much did that Golden Point loss take out of this team? It was the Battle of the West. Nathan Cleary comes, he cracks an absolute cracking field goal, and you're sitting here going, we've got this. This is the momentum we need. We're going down to Canberra. We're going to go hard out, and they end up losing the game. So how much does that take out? They are a little bit light, obviously, with Liam Martin out. Sonny Luke, obviously, is out due to concussion, so they are missing a few players, but you do welcome back an old foe in Tyrone Peachy. So what do you make of, I guess, Tyrone Peachy? What do you make of the bench? Lindsay's on there, so it is a little bit different, but what do you make of this game? Who stands up? Who wins this game if it is Penrith that bring the points back from the capital?
Yeah, look, it's going to have to be the unclaimed, unnamed fullback of the 2022 season last year in Dylan Edwards. In my opinion, fullback of the year I think he got robbed anyways. But I think he stands up. He has a cracking game coming out from the back line, makes those meters with Brian Toto and Stephen Crichton to help him out as well. Cleary's kicking game. Oh, excuse me. I'm so tired. Nathan Cleary's kicking game. Jerome Luai is just going to find his way into the game by just, catch and pass, give the ball to whoever needs it to. No Liam Martin there, so you can't look for some easy meters, so you can just give him a job to do. You're going to have to lead this young, experienced boys around the park. Let's hope Lindsay gets scores a try here, because someone's telling me that they've got a little bet on him to be anytime try scorer this weekend. Not going to name names, but look, that's just me backing a friend. So, and maybe the week a dog gets one up on Ricky, or maybe Ricky gets one up on him. So this will be just a good game to see. And I've gone Panthers 1-12. What about you, Tony?
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know who this friend is, but I definitely don't have money on him just yet. But come kick off, let's say an hour before, if he is in that starting lineup, there might be a cheeky tenner each way on first try scorer and obviously anytime try scorer. But I did do that last year when he did, or a couple of years ago when he did debut for the Tigers, and well, that's $20 that I donated to sports bet. But he did get close. He did set up the equalising try in the Club World Challenge, so he is getting closer bit by bit. So let's hope Lindsay can get across the line. Let's just hope he has a good game and he can start to cement a position moving forward, whether that be on the bench or coming off every now and again. So fingers crossed he does now. Obviously, again, we spoke about Victor Radley, but Isaiah Yeo does play his 200th game tomorrow. So that's a massive achievement for someone that joined the club at 17 years old. We talked about it a little bit more on our review show about him coming up, him signing his new contract. He's extended. He wants to be a one-club player, and by all accounts, it looks like he will be. So for me, look for Isaiah Yeo to, yes, Dylan Edwards is going to run 200 meters, but look for Isaiah Yeo to kind of steady the ship, lead the pack, and obviously push forward and help the Panthers get this win. But I'm going to have to agree with you. I'm going to have to go Panthers 1-12. If this was at Blue Bet, I'd probably be leaning towards 13+, but I just think in the capital, the way Ricky gets that team going, the way the crowd, that Viking club, it sends tingles down your spine sometimes. So I'm going to go Penrith 1-12, but let's jump